89.2. In college basketball, it is a number that signifies dominance, a torrent of offensive production that, on its own, should place a team among the nation's elite. During the 2024 to 2025 season, this was the average output for the Kentucky Wildcats, a program accustomed to the weight of high expectations. But numbers can be deceiving. Behind the high-scoring facade lay defensive inconsistencies and a roster on the cusp of a dramatic transformation. Now, for the 2025 to 2026 campaign, that transformation is complete. A blend of returning experience, high-profile transfers, and heralded recruits has been assembled in Lexington. The result is a roster rich with talent and rife with uncertainty. This new configuration raises the season's central, defining question. How does a modern basketball power balance the proven contributions of a returning core with the disruptive potential of elite newcomers to forge not just a winning team, but a cohesive one? The answer will be found in the intense, daily competition for roles, the development of on-court chemistry, and the strategic decisions that will ultimately determine Kentucky's fate. Before the influx of new talent, there was the returning core. These are the players who built the foundation of that 89-point-per-game offense. They are the known quantities in Coach Mark Pope's complex equation, guards and forwards who provided solid offensive contributions and understand the system's demands. Their experience is an asset, a baseline of performance that provides a starting point for the season. But in the modern era of college athletics, experience alone does not guarantee a role. The arrival of new talent from the transfer portal doesn't just add to the roster. It challenges the existing hierarchy. For these returning Wildcats, the mission is one of adaptation. Their roles will be reshaped, their minutes contested. They must integrate their established skills with a new cast of teammates, proving that their value lies not just in what they have done, but in what they can become within a reconstructed lineup. Their journey through the preseason sets the stage for the internal battles that will shape the team's identity. Few arrivals have the potential to alter a team's trajectory more than a player with undeniable professional prospects. For Kentucky, that player is Jayden Quaintance. An athletic forward transferring from Arizona State, Quaintance is not merely another addition. He is a projected top 5 pick in the 2026 NBA draft. His commitment sends a clear signal. A significant boost in front-court talent has arrived. Quaintance brings a combination of size, scoring ability, and athleticism that immediately raises the team's ceiling. He represents the high-end talent that programs build around, a player capable of commanding defensive attention and altering the geometry of the court. The integration of such a talent is a strategic challenge. His presence reshapes the roles of returning bigs and forces opponents to adjust their defensive schemes. For Kentucky, Quaintance is more than just a power forward. He is a fulcrum upon which much of the season's potential rests. While a future lottery pick provides excitement, championship rosters are often stabilized by experience. Denzel Aberdeen, a guard transferring from SEC rival Florida, brings precisely that. He is a different type of acquisition, not a player defined by draft projection, but by his proven ability to compete at a high level in a familiar conference. Aberdeen's arrival addresses a critical need for depth and versatility in the Kentucky backcourt. He offers the coaching staff a steady hand, a playmaker who can manage the offense and contribute on both ends of the floor. His experience provides ballast against the uncertainties of a roster in transition. The positional battle in the backcourt will be among the most competitive on the team. Aberdeen will contend for minutes alongside returning guards, each offering a different skill set. This internal competition is designed to sharpen the entire rotation. ensuring that whichever players earn the primary roles are tested and ready. Orchestrating this complex blend of personalities and talents is head coach Mark Pope, known for his philosophy of offensive creativity and a focus on player development. Pope now faces a roster that is both a gift and a puzzle. His task extends beyond drawing up plays. It is about managing expectations, fostering chemistry, and forging a singular identity from a collection of disparate parts. The 2025-2026 season will be a test of this philosophy. How does a system predicated on offensive freedom adapt to players from multiple previous systems? How are starting roles and bench minutes distributed to maximize both individual talent and team cohesion? These are the questions that will be answered in practice facilities and early season matchups. Pope's ability to navigate the internal dynamics, the competition, the potential frustrations, the moments of breakthrough will be just as critical as any in-game strategic decision. The roster is assembled, but it is the coach who must make it whole. The path to a final rotation is forged in what one analyst called a positional crucible. At Kentucky, the competition for playing time is intense across the floor. In the backcourt, the playmaking of Denzel Aberdeen is weighed against the scoring of returning guards. On the wing, athleticism and versatility are prerequisites for earning a spot in the primary rotation. But the most compelling dynamic may be in the front court. The arrival of Jayden Quaintance forces a realignment. Furthermore, with a projected 4 big men on the roster, Kentucky possesses a rare depth of size. This allows for strategic flexibility, the ability to play big against certain opponents or deploy smaller, faster lineups against others. This internal battle for minutes creates an environment of constant evaluation. Every practice, every scrimmage is an audition. For the players, it is a challenge to prove their value. For the coaches, it is a process of discovery, uncovering the combinations that provide the best balance of scoring, defense, and rebounding. On paper, the strengths of the 2025 to 2026 Wildcats are clear. The potential for high-level offensive output remains, building on the foundation of the previous season. The roster is loaded with athleticism, and its collective size, particularly in the front court, presents significant matchup problems for opponents. This versatility is a weapon, allowing for lineup constructions tailored to specific challenges. But with every strength comes a corresponding vulnerability. The very roster turnover that brought in new talent also creates a potential lack of continuity. New players must learn a new system, new terminology, and new tendencies of their teammates. Defensive cohesion is not automatic. It is built through repetition and trust, commodities that are in short supply early in a season. This is the central paradox of the team. Its ceiling is remarkably high, capable of competing for championships, yet its floor is uncertain, dependent on how quickly a group of talented individuals can coalesce into a formidable unit. For the Kentucky Wildcats, every season is measured against a legacy of national prominence. The immediate consequences of this roster experiment will be seen in the win-loss column, in the grueling SEC conference schedule, and the single elimination pressure of the NCAA tournament. Early season chemistry will be critical to navigating these challenges, but the long-term stakes are even greater. Success in this endeavor would reinforce Kentucky's standing as a premier destination for top-tier talent in the transfer-driven landscape of modern college basketball. It would serve as a blueprint for how to successfully merge elite recruits, veteran transfers, and a returning core into a sustainable winner. For a passionate fan base, the narrative is compelling. They will watch to see which players emerge as leaders, how the team resolves its offensive and defensive identity, and whether this collection of talent can reclaim its place at the summit of the sport. It's a story of adaptation, competition, and the relentless pursuit of greatness.